guys, welcome to Jord&Jess. I'm Jord.
I'm Jess.
My name is Jeff.
And today's video is going to be all about just exactly how you can procure property without using any of your own money whatsoever. Okay, so I can understand that it might sound a little bit unrealistic being able to acquire houses, acquire properties with no money whatsoever. Now, and some people may be skeptical towards it, but trust me, stay tuned because it's true. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. Okay, so if you've got a bad credit rating, no money in the bank, little money in the bank, or just simply want to expand your property portfolio, grow a property empire as quickly as possible, you need to know how to do this. So there's two ways I'm going to show you today and explain to you today how to acquire properties with no money. The first way is by using joint venture partners. So what is a joint venture partner? There's many different ways you can do a joint venture with somebody. Typically, a joint venture is where two or more people join up together and get involved in a project together, all bringing equal amounts of value to the table. Now, value doesn't necessarily mean money. I could, using my knowledge, go out there, find a brilliant deal that's going to provide a brilliant return on investment. I provide the deal. I have the power team in place to be able to handle the refurb. It's in a location which I can manage and oversee. Okay, somebody else could maybe live somewhere else. Maybe they live in London. Okay, and the property is in Coventry. And this person doesn't really have much knowledge about property, but they have money in the bank. Okay, they have £100,000 in the bank. Okay, maybe they have a really high income job, but they know nothing about property. Okay. Now, they can lend me that £100,000 and I can bring the deal to the table, the knowledge, and make everything actually happen. They're just simply giving me the money and, you know, they'll know when the deal's done. I then use the money to get the property up and running and make the deal happen. And once the property is ready to be rented out or sold, whichever strategy you're going to go for, profits are then split 50-50 between I and the joint venture partner. So that would be a typical example of how I could go out there and buy a property today without using my own money. Okay guys, so the second way in which we can procure property without using any of our money is by using OPM, okay? That's other people's money. Now, using other people's money is a great way of getting started. Unlike using joint ventures, we don't have to give away profit share or equity share. Using other people's money is simply borrowing money from maybe family members, friends, extension of the family, or you can be using sophisticated investors, which are higher level investors who lend money for a living. A lot of people actually use this strategy to get started in property because you can literally turn to your closest people first, so maybe your mom, dad, uncle and aunts. We may not think that these people have got a lot of money, but it turns out a lot of the time we don't realise that people around us do have money in the bank, whether it be 5 or 10,000 that you can put into a property deal. Now, if somebody's got £5,000 or £10,000 sitting in a bank, they're probably earning pretty much 0% interest on that money, okay? So the money's just sitting there. Not only that, there is a rate of inflation. Generally, the rate of inflation is actually higher than which you're accumulating interest on your money in the bank. So what that means is not only is your money sitting in the bank doing nothing, it's actually going down in value. Your money is losing value sitting in the bank. If you put £100 in the bank today, for example, and leave it there for 5 years, in 5 years' time, that £100 will not be able to buy you the same amount of goods that it would be able to buy you today. Because of the rate of inflation, things get more expensive, bread and milk goes up. So what does this mean? What this means is, because I can understand you might think, oh, you know, it's a bit scary, or you feel uncomfortable asking these people that are close to you to lend you money. That's not quite the case, just asking them to lend you money. You're now providing them a service. Because one, yeah, you need the money to help you grow your property business quickly. But you also provide them a service in which you can offer them good interest back on their money. You know, you might be able to offer them 5%, 8%, 10%, 12% if you're feeling generous, you know, which is a massive increase in comparison to what the banks are paying out at 0%. So you are 100% providing them a service. So it's no longer just asking them to lend you money. Because you're now a service provider, you can actually ask them to invest in you, and they're obviously going to see a greater return in their investment. So what do you think happens then when somebody lends you £10,000 for 6 months and they earn £1,000 back in their money if it's 10% interest? That's them 6 months and they've earned £1,000 for having to do absolutely nothing apart from just give you £10,000 for 6 months to get their £10,000 back plus the interest on top. Do you think they're going to want to do that again? Or are they just going to think that's it now, put the money in the bank. Of course, they're going to invest with you again and again and again and again.
Right, so I'm going to give you 5 go-to places to find JV partners. So JV partners are absolutely everywhere, and the first place that you can find them is at your local PPM meetings or PIM meetings. So the PIM meeting is the Property Investors Network, and the PPM meeting is the Progressive Property Network, so you can find them there all over. The second is local business events that are being held in your city. The third one will be LinkedIn. So from my experience, LinkedIn is a really good base to connect with like-minded people. The fourth one would be property seminars. So you can meet a load of like-minded people at property seminars, and especially these seminars that run for 2 to 3 days, as you can really build relationships with people who are in the same industry as you. Fifth one would be Facebook. So there's loads of property groups you can join on there with loads of helpful videos on there for tips, and also very helpful people in the groups as well. So those were just a few of the places I've known where you can find JV partners. Generally, you can find JV partners everywhere you go, from when you're in the gym, your Uber driver who's dropping you home. You basically just need to tell everyone what it is you do, because you never know who will have a little bit of extra cash in the bank, and you can help them to get a better return on their money. So yeah, just tell everybody what you do, have a chat with everybody who you meet, because you never know who you're speaking to.
That's it, guys. It's vital to remember that you are the person providing a service, okay? You are helping these people achieve a greater return on their money. Just bear that in mind when you're asking for the money, and you'll be absolutely fine.
So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share and subscribe. We will be uploading videos every Sunday, and if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments below. Thank you.